was a little unsure, but I guess the best part about it was when I went home, I looked through the book, I looked at the website, I was like, wow, what do I have to lose? I have nothing to lose by doing this.
When I first walked in, I was really scared because I had never been in a big industry job like this before. Although I have been a model before, I've never been like behind the scenes like this before. So I was really scared and I was really nervous, but I was also really excited to get to know more about the business and be a talent scout with Options Talent.
One thing I did like about the interview process, it wasn't me just going into the office for a one-on-one interview. It was a group thing, which made you more comfortable. You kind of got to know the people that were there, some of the reasons why they were there, and you just got to share a lot more about your interest with the industry.
When I drove into the parking lot, there were about 45 other people walking in before me. I tend to be the type of person that enjoys that one-on-one interview. I love poking at someone's brain to find out about the company and the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I would have to say that at first I was very apprehensive. I've been in group interviews before, and it usually didn't pan out as I would like it to. But I do have to say that as I went through the orientation, I was extremely impressed. The presenter herself was absolutely enthusiastic, was very interactive, made it sound very ideal, very interesting. I loved the concepts of the company and where it was heading. I thought it was a phenomenal idea.
I did expect it to be more one-on-one, but that's more what I liked about it. It wasn't anything I expected.
Some of the things that I really liked about the Scout interview process was the interaction with the group when we had to go through the different composites and pick which one we thought was, a successful model now. All the information that they went over I thought was very good. It was very upfront and forward. They were letting you know exactly what you were getting into without getting into it, and then also giving you the opportunity to exit or leave if you thought it was something that wasn't going to be for you.
With this, you can just have your comm card on the internet, and agencies or people looking for models can just access those right off the web.
Favorite part about being a talent scout, I would have to say, would be, besides getting up and sleeping late, would be, like I said, getting paid to go to concerts, getting paid to go see Jerry Seinfeld, hanging out, with my scout partner, eating lunch, and being able to scout at the same time. Just doing all my favorite things I love to do anyways, and make a living at it.
I like the freedom and the flexibility to do what I want, when I want, and I like the idea that it's up to me. And if I choose to need to make more money, I can make the decision to do that. When I wake up in the morning, I can look in the mirror and say, boss, you need a raise, and I just go out and I do it.
What I like most is just that, making people feel good. Finding people, telling them they look good, come out of nowhere. I find people sometimes, they're in a terrible mood, and then I come up to them and tell them how good they look, and they just light up and the whole mood changes.
I love meeting new people. I like being able to travel. I love the money.
I've seen people as old as 35 and 46 get representation within a week's time, and I know that probably wouldn't be possible in any other route that they took. And that just drives me. It gives me a passion and something to go with. I love working the types and the variety of people that I work with.
I just talked to a mother the other day, and I called to confirm the appointment, and I'd scouted her daughter, and her daughter was not with her when I scouted her, and she called me the Good Fairy. She told me, the mother said that she thought I was, like the Good Fairy for her daughter, that her daughter hadn't talked about anything else since I scouted her, and was so excited about coming in, and was glad that I called to confirm, yes, you're coming in. And I just loved that. I got all warm and tingly, and I was like, oh, gee, it was cool.
Perhaps the unlimited earning potential as well as the freedom. Those two factors are what propels me every day to put my nose to the grindstone, strategically plan out my day as well as my week, and to go about effectively scouting those who are interested in becoming models and future entertainment players.
I like the flexibility. I like to be able to be outside on nice days. I don't know of any other job that you could go to the mall or the park or a sports function and actually do your job there. And one of my other favorite things is the fact that I get to make people stay. That's one of my favorite things is when I talk to someone, even if they're not interested in modeling, they always tell me, you know, that they're happy that I talked to them and that I made their day, which in turn makes my day too.
I've done fashion shows, I've done some print work, and I just shot for Harley Davidson, and I just ended up making their national calendar, so I'm really excited about that.
It's just unbelievable. It was a dream come true.
It made a lot of sense to me, and from a business model, I really believe that it's the wave of the future.
Right now I average about $2,200 every 2 weeks.
The money I make here makes me real happy.
I make great money. Right now I make a comfortable living. I make about $750 a week for my base, plus my commissions, and now I'm earning my residuals. So very happy, especially doing what I love. I get paid to go out and scout at my favorite places, which you can't beat that.
My first week I was $2,500, and I like that very much.
With the track that I'm on right now, I'm looking to make at least 60 grand this year.
Gross about $68,000 this year.
I expect to make about 50 grand this year, but next year I'm going to make 60.
600 a week plus commission.
My income is between $65,000 and $70,000.
It's well exceeded my goals and been quite happy with my paycheck, doubling at sometimes my paycheck from previous employment.
The first year I'm looking at approximately 70+ thousand to increase to probably in the neighborhood of 100 to 150.
I don't put any limits on myself, so I see myself earning well over 100,000 and over that.
I could be making close to about $77,000 a year.
I'm shooting for 150 by the end of next year.
In the future, I am a six-figure girl, and I am accustomed to six figures, and that's where I'm moving to.
The year after this, I would look to make at least 75.
In the future, if I remain in the scouting position that I'm in now, I would like to make no less than 90.
I will take no less than $90,000 next year from corporate.
I see pretty much unlimited earning potential. There's a possibility that I could be in the high double digits to triple figures, and I see that happening, probably in less time than I originally anticipated. I'm a real go-getter, and I really think that for the motivated person, this is a job which has unlimited earning potential where the sky is the limit.
It's been more of what I expected. I didn't think that I would get jobs as quickly as I did, but within 2 weeks I had a job. And the jobs I did were wonderful. I met really great people, and I felt like I really got myself more into the industry than I would have if I hadn't joined.